Hey guys, this is Tamela, and I want to welcome you back again to another exciting episode of Designing with Haute on Design. Now, this is my daughter's bedroom space where last year I did a redesign project in her room, and I received tons of requests to do a DIY video on how I stenciled that wall behind her bed. Now, this is a long awaited video, and I'm sure you are anxious to jump right in to learn the step-by-step procedure. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So now here is the supply list. You're going to need the Trefo stencil, and I picked my stencil pattern up from Hobby Lobby. It was $16.99, but I used my 50% off coupon, so I got it half off of $16.99. You're also going to need a leveler, painter's blue tape, a small sponge roller brush, a damp towel, pencil, acrylic paint or regular interior paint, and a paint bowl. And I will be sure to add the supply list in my description box below. In the first step, you want to establish your pattern. And if you are going to do an entire wall, you want to find the center point of your wall. Then you take your leveler and draw a horizontal line. These stencil patterns come with 4 unique triangles that serves as markers for your pattern as you're moving your stencil across the wall, and it helps to keep the pattern aligned. Next, you want to line up your stencil along the horizontal line with the 2 top triangles, secure each side with the blue painter's tape, and then mark off the bottom 2 triangles. Next, you want to make sure the stencil is secure, then you roll your paint diagonally across the stencil. So now once you have painted over the entire stencil, then you pull the stencil off at each corner. You allow it to dry before you move on to the next section. Your next section will consist of continuing the pattern vertically down the wall. You will need to line up the stencil with the bottom 2 triangles and continue to fill in all 4 triangles as you work down the wall. You will see the reason why in this next step, but in the meantime, you will start to see your pattern come to life. Now quickly, I just wanted to provide a close-up view of the marking in the triangle and the importance of making sure to mark all 4 triangles, because as you start a new row from the top, working from side to side, this will be where you will align the stencil with that marking, and then work your way down vertically, marking each triangle as you go until you complete the entire wall. And this is what your wall will look like once it's completed. Now this wall measures at 8 feet tall by 8 feet long, which took me roughly about 5 hours to complete. Oh, and I forgot to remind you to wipe off the stencil with the damp towel ever so often, just to keep the extra paint from getting onto the wall. So now that you have this DIY tutorial on how to do a wall stencil, and you're thinking about doing a wall stencil in your home, I would love to see your stencil creation. So please be sure to tag me on Instagram at Haute on Design TX, or you can share it with me on my Facebook page at Haute on Design. And once again, thanks for watching Designing with Haute on Design, designing for the home, body, and soul. Bye for now.